Good day, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I want to thank each and every one of you so much for joining me today. Today's recipe is a little bit different. I've been super busy, and it is one of those experimental recipes. This is a layered Southwestern salad, and oddly enough, there's a little bit of cornbread in there too. So if you want something different, if you want something healthy, and if you want something you can make ahead and easily customize it to your specific dietary needs or whatever you like or you don't like, then you've got it. But without further ado, Southwestern cornbread salad. I'm starting with my cornbread. You can make this plain or like I did with a little bit of jalapeno in it. And I'm just pulling this out of here. I'm going to crumble it, slightly. You don't want it to be too fine. So I have my cornbread on standby. I'm going to use every bit of it. If you want to make your own, if you want, packaged mix from the store, that's totally fine too. I've got my bacon in large crumbles if you want to do it smaller. If you don't want to do bacon at all, that's always fine too. I've rinsed and drained my chickpeas and my corn with the roasted red peppers and green peppers. I've already made my ranch dressing, and I'm going to start cutting up some tomatoes. So I'm ready to start building my salad. I've got a very large amount, 8 cups or so of whatever kind of lettuce that you have, whether it be iceberg, a nice leaf lettuce. I've got romaine, what I had, and that's what I've got. I'm going to layer it, and I'm hoping that this is going to be large enough. I'm going to take half of my cornbread crumbs and put these in the bottom. This is definitely half. And you can see some are chunks and, some are, a little smaller. And let's see if I've got that here. I'm going to grab, roughly half of what I've got here. I've got my combination of my chickpeas or black beans, white beans, whatever that you have. I've just chosen chickpeas today. And basically half of this is going to go over the top of this. And I have my bacon here. If you're not using bacon, that's cool too. And I've got 8 ounces. I've got 8 ounces of queso and 8 ounces of very sharp cheddar. I think that's probably half. And I did, of course, make my ranch dressing. And I'm going to be, really as careful as I can be with my dressing. I don't want like a lot of it on there, but this is going to be a big, nice salad. So that's, oh goodness, that's probably about a half a cup. Probably about half a cup. And then I'm going to go back and have a little bit of fun with my hands and do another layer of the cornbread. And yeah, I can see this is going to be a tight fit, but that's okay. We'll just push a little bit. My lettuce, the rest of the lettuce, and of course, I used up all of my lettuce, so you might want to use a little more. I don't know. And whoops. and layer this in. My chickpeas or your beans, black beans would probably be really pretty too. Just give it a little tuck here and there. A little tuck never hurt anyone. And more of my bacon. I'm going to finish with the rest of the cheese, and that's a total of 8 ounces of cheese. Oh, I'm so happy it fit. And, you know, you can always add a little more dressing if you want it. But, and I'm going to just say that's good. I'm going to cover it with plastic wrap, and I'm going to allow it to set a minimum of 2 hours. Minimum. More, 4 to 5 hours is better, but this is lunch for me, and then this will be my dinner. A Southwestern cornbread salad. So the day is done here. I have my plate here, and I just, you know, I've got my salad just as I left it, and I'm sure this is going to be just really so good. Let's see. I'm just going to dig right into the middle of it. And oh yes, this is going to be a very nice. This looks pretty good to me. But what I did, and it looks like there's going to be an awful lot left over, and what I did is, I'm sure some of you may remember, I hope that you do, that I had been for years and years trying to duplicate, I don't want to say the name of the cookie company, but it's like from, like you would see in a mall, if malls even still exist anymore. But anyway, they had what they called their chewy pecan cookie. And last year, I believe at Christmas time, I made a cashew chewy cookie. And I said, well, if it's, and those were like really, really good. Not too sweet. They were just so good. And they had the texture like I remember from like the mall. So I tried the same recipe, and I believe it's in, yeah, it's on page 197 of my cookbook of the cashew cookie, except I used pecans. And so I'm going to just set this down here, and let's just see. It looks pretty good. I'm going to take, yeah, I know I'm eating this before dinner. That's okay. That's a huge thumbs up. My cookies are a little bit, I guess you could say it's cakier, a little bit more of a rise than what the mall cookie is, but it has the flavor. It's a big thumbs up for me. I want to thank y'all for joining me. I hope that you give this a try. I'm getting ready to have dinner, and thank you for joining me here home at the Hollow. Goodbye, y'all.